background ambience brought to you in part by Midnight Syndicate, the perfect musical accompaniment for the Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Friends, gamers, nerds of all flavors, lend us your ears. Welcome to the second season of A Fool's Quest. Previously, after arriving in Tavir to discuss current events and the immediate future of the guild, Am I a Real Questslinger tasked the fools with their next mission. They are to track down the villain Whispers and eliminate him. Pursuant to this new request, the fools are to escort another group of adventurers, whose quest is to destroy a magical amulet linked to Master Touche's power. Now, let's join Hobbes the Tabaxi Ranger, Malphaedor the Aasimar Paladin, and Dwarven Brewmaster Ingvald Porter Altbeir as they band together in their continued pursuit of A Fool's Quest.
You have increased the party size. You have now picked up a second party to travel through the jungle with, and then once you get out of the jungle, you will you'll part ways with the Fellowship of the Amulet, which has Hobo Slackens, Ham Pack Mule, Grinder, Primly, and Fagalus. And then they're
Fagolips.
Huh? Fagolips, yeah.
I like Primly less the most. The name is not dwarven. I don't like him.
He always have a permanent grumpy cat face.
Oh yeah, he looks just
Primly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Primly, yeah. He just hates life.
Every time I hear his name, I just think of a doily. I don't know why. I just think of weak shit.
Okay, and
fucking Primly.
So you travel the very first day that you guys travel. It was kind of midday when you left, so you travel out to a spot where you can camp. You can through the trees see the sun, and plus your internal clock kind of tells you when you get sleepy. Plus the halflings are on a very strict schedule for meals and sleep, and they're very finicky about those things. So they tell you when they're ready to
Second
camp.
breakfast.
You guys are also ready to camp. And you made your random event rolls, which were you had to roll a 19 or 20 to see if a random event happened. Night 1 was Hobbes, nothing happened. Night 2 was
I rolled a 20.
Malphaedor created a random event, and then night 3, Ingvald also created a random event. So
I did things while drunk.
Yes. So as you guys were leaving Tavir, though, you all had either did something or created something or had something random happen. So we're going to go through that real quick before we dive into your random travel events. So, Hobbes, right before you guys left Tavir, go ahead.
While I was out exploring the city, I found...
Did you rob that store?
No, I wish I did, but I didn't. But I found a pet for Kevin. Yeah, so now Kevin has a pet guinea pig who just rides around on Kevin.
I want to talk about the logistics of pets having pets really quickly here.
Quiet. His name, and you have to call him by his full name, or Kevin will be very upset.
I'm going to call him by shit.
It's Grand Duke of Ebendine, Sir Nigel Aloysius Cuthbert III.
What the fuck?
That's the guinea pig's name.
You're going to have to write that down for us.
Can we roll for your dog's intelligence level to have a pet?
Oh, no, it's got it.
It's got a pet.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Me, as the god of Euphrae, has deemed this acceptable.
The cat has a pet dog who has a pet guinea pig.
I'm very confused.
At least it's not a bird.
One more time,
I got
the name.
Never mind.
Grand Duke of Ebendine, which is where I'm from. Sir Nigel Aloysius Cuthbert III.
Like Cuthbert.
Surprised there's not an Esquire on the end of that shit. Didn't want to get too fancy.
Yeah.
Didn't want to get carried away.
Grand Duke of Ebendine was the rest of it.
Sir Nigel Aloysius
I'm not writing that
Cuthbert III.
Nigel.
I couldn't spell half of that. I'm a fucking idiot, so that's not happening. Real life and game. I'm a fucking idiot.
C-U-T-H-B-E-R-T. Got it.
Yeah.
The third.
Third, sorry.
In Roman numerals.
Got it.
You gotta speak it in
Yeah.
Roman numerals.
I'm also going to need that as a text.
I sent it to you as a text.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's
I'm gonna
up a ways because
I'm gonna-
we've talked about
Save it then.
Shit
movies and
talkers.
stuff since then.
All right, Ingvald, what the fuck did you do?
Didn't do that shit. So realizing the deficiency of my changing spells and only making me a larger version of me.
Be the tallest dwarf in all the land.
tallest thing around except for the fucking dragon, so that's good. I actually have brewed a healing beer called Dark Health.
Dark Health.
And that beer heals me for 1/3 level Cure Wounds spell
Okay.
whenever I deem that. And it also carries the Darkness spell at the same time, so it gives a disadvantage against me at any point in time.
And you did that with the random herbs that you
With
found.
the dark berry that I found
in
during
the
a
mountains.
random roll.
Yep.
Outside of that, I have done nothing but prep beer, and I drank all my glowing beer, so that went well.
Yep.
I
And-
shared a little bit with the other dwarf, but only enough to get him drunk and walk away.
Okay. And that, the berries that you used for the darkness spell, that was half your stock for the keg. And so you still have half left that you can combine with another.
Yep. For
True.
currently magic herbs, I only have half a stock of dark berry and half a stock of dark shine, which is my glowing herb.
Okay. Sweet.
I have no other magic.
Because you sold some of the stuff off.
Yeah, I have no other magic herbal product.
Okay.
Unless I can figure out how to use red dragon bones, which I still don't know how to use.
Yeah. No, those.
We never established if they do things, so they just are
Oh, yeah,
bones.
that's why we were looking for an alchemist.
Yeah, I went there, forgot about that. So I literally walked when we walked out. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Kind of like when you go to like Walmart. I need
Yeah,
Q-tips and spend $100 and forget the Q-tips.
Yeah, I gave him all my elfin berries and realized, "Oh fuck, I have a bunch of bones."
In all fairness, you were drunk, so.
Yeah, in real life again and in game, it's a weird thing that trends.
Okay, Malphaedor, we got out of Tavir and into the jungle, and then you had.
I rolled an 18 for whatever it was.
No, yeah, no, not the random thing. You did you summoned.
Oh, yes. I had learned when we gained our level the ability to summon a steed as a paladin, and I summoned a hippogriff, which, based on level, we worked out that it can't fly yet until I get higher level, but it still will act as a faithful steed companion. It speaks common, has a above animal intelligence, has like a 6 intelligence, so it can speak common, communicate with everybody, communicate with me telepathically up to a mile away, and I can summon it whenever I need to.
Sweet. So it's a celestial. It takes the form of, but it's not actually that.
Yeah,
entity,
it summons a spirit that takes a form of my choosing. So it's like a celestial spirit that forms into the shape of a hippogriff.
Okay.
And has Ingvald had any time over the process of these 3 nights or so to do any searching for herbs, or have it been too quick paced?
It's been quick pace for the first day. Actually, there hasn't been much in the jungle for herbs that you found, and wandering away has been. It's not a well cultivated jungle because it's a jungle, so it's easy to kind of get broken away and lost, and it's hard for sound to travel. So you haven't really broken away too far from the group in order to go hunting for herbs, because you guys are trying to make good time, and your survival's pretty shit. I will say, innately, you decide not to break away from the group, but if you'd like to roll it, I will let your ass get lost in the jungle.
Say, I'll roll with disadvantage if you fucking let me.
Okay,
I roll 2 20s in a row. Suck it!
So the first night, you guys, you make it out there, you camp. You guys talk to a couple of different people. Hobo Slackens and Ham Pack Mule and the other 2 halflings. They kind of stick to their little own group there.
Good.
Grinder goes out and ranges about and looks for different, foods and stuff to bring back for breakfast.
He ranges too far.
Ham Pack Mule goes over to Primley and tries to engage him, but Primley's actually kind of a dick to Ham Pack Mule, so Ham goes back and, starts cooking up second dinner or whatever the fuck he's doing, and hangs back out with Hobo Slackens.
got some nice bacon.
All right,
This is gonna become a storyline. I'm gonna fuck with Brimley.
And then Phagolips, during he busts out his bow and arrow, and he starts taking target practice at one of the trees. He hangs a little
Fucking elves.
piece of leather up there, and he starts shooting. No, he's a terrible shot.
Oh
he
my
is
God.
an awful shot.
Why the fuck is he on an adventure to kill shit?
Literally.
Because it's funny.
How fucking useless is this dude?
Because his name is Phagolips.
I sit.
It's like permanent orange crush stain.
Smells of moon mist.
Is he doing this near the fire or anywhere near Ingvald in general?
No, he broke away from the group, so he's not like shooting arrows toward anyone, but he's definitely doing it in sight because he's proud of his archery skills.
Ingvald
Are we being punked by Gagme?
Ingvald openly turns and mocks. You said Phagolips?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ingvald turns and mocks Phagolips for many things, including his name and his terrible archery skills. I then throw a dart from the fire and hit the bullseye.
Yeah, easily. I mean, make a roll. Don't get anything over a 5. And
It's a 1.
Perfect.
roll it again. See if you get a second
You
one.
managed to Robin Hood his.
Okay, there we go. 6. Yep.
Okay, so you go. You start talking.
Yeet!
Ingvald starts talking mad shit around the fire, and you go to throw a dart to show him how awesome you are, and it hits him right in the left shoulder.
Well, that's gonna leave a mark.
As it stabs him, I look over. To be fair, I've had twice as much as you've had to drink in your life.
I fall off my log or whatever I'm sitting on, laughing my ass off.
As he sits in pain, I walk over and pull my dart out of his shoulder and walk away.
You didn't buy those barbed darts in the last.
He's very lucky I didn't. But, oh, shit. Which dart did I throw, though? I have quite a few of those.
We'll go with a standard dart. You wouldn't have wanted to risk one of your magic darts
Well,
on.
I did not throw the fire darts. I didn't throw the fire
exploding
darts. Because he would have fucking died.
I'll toss a light cantrip on the target they're trying to hit. Maybe that'll help. There you go.
Yeah. I'm drunk. I stumble away.
Okay.
Still muttering about accuracy.
So you guys camp for the night. Do you, for your nights of travel, do you put up any kind of watch? You're in the jungle. You guys did see phase spiders a couple of nights ago.
I pass out immediately.
You curl up in a ball next to the fire.
Don't volunteer to take a watch. I just curl up and sleep.
Okay.
Honestly, I drank really heavily. There's a good chance I'm napping during most of this situation.
Okay. All right. So the cat and the alcoholic both take naps.
I'll set up my bedroll. Like I'll have Reginald lay down, and I'll cuddle up next to him, my hippogriff, and I'll kind of.
But you have a
next to
fucking
him
hamster next to you?
No. That's Nigel.
Oh, Nigel's the hamster.
Nigel's a guinea pig.
It's a guinea pig.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna call my hamster now. Openly, that's a hamster.
That's a big mouse. I'll have Reginald keep watch for myself and Macy, who will bed also nearby.
Ridiculous name for a hippogriff. Reginald.
Oh, that's the hippogriff.
Oh, but the Grand Duke of Evandine, Sir Nigel Aloysius Cuthbert III is fine.
Yeah, well, he's a guinea pig, so it makes sense.
Smaller the character, larger the name?
I think he's overcompensating.
Okay. So sometime throughout the night, Grinder also comes back and takes up watch.
That makes sense with my character.
Guinea pig.
Actually.
Between Grinder and Phagolips, they kind of keep watch for the group as well.
Really, I'm super heavy Phagolips is out there.
Prince
doing...
Grinder and Phagolips alone in the woods, just keeping watch. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that Fago? Is it Fago? Yeah, great.
I see a hickey when I know it.
Like, I don't need all the judgment, okay, guys?
I'm not
Grinder.
saying it's anything wrong with their lifestyle. I'm saying it's not good for safety during a nighttime watch.
They're being mindful. They're not too distracted. All right. Okay, so you guys travel then for day 2.
I don't need that lawsuit.
To put a disclaimer on this episode.
If you're mildly sensitive, please don't listen.
That should be on every episode.
Fair.
Yeah.
You were racist and I was homophobic during the middle of an episode at the same time.
I'm not racist. I just don't know anything about dwarves, so I'm asking so I can
Ignorance
learn.
doesn't stop racism. It's same thing.
I'm trying to learn. It doesn't come from a place of hate. I just don't know anything about dwarves.
Stretch.
It's just awkward ignorance.
Yeah.
Anywho.
What are you
okay.
encountering? If you have to deal with these fucking encounters,
I don't know.
I'm nervous.
Okay, so so the second night, you guys,
It's you.
yeah. So the second night, this is where Malphaedor made his roll.
Mm-hmm.
You guys make camp. You set up. Strider and Fagolips are out keeping watch away from the party. You don't actually know where they are. They disappear.
Like hanging out in the woods.
Yep. And
Jolly old time.
you guys are all in bed, and you start to hear a rustling noise out near the camp. And then you hear Ham start shouting at something. So you all wake up and you take a look out, and you see right in the middle of the camp, with its nose like shoved directly into one of the giant cooking pots that Ham had cooked food for you. You see a giant toad licking, just licking the pot. Just one giant toad.
You've never run a giant toad, right?
No.
Yikes.
Let's see. So where's the toad position? Where are we at on here?
Actually, that's not even the right map for where you guys are at.
Ah,
That
fuck.
comes later.
Okay,
you guys want to flip one of those?
I'm going to cast...
It's not actually fighting any of you guys.
It's
I
just
mean, you can
standing there.
attack it if you want.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
You're going to speak with animals?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay,
You could
go-
swallow a half
and,
with a single attack.
There's two of those.
Or 4, actually.
And just
Fuck
ask
'em.
him to go away. Tell him that we're passing through.
Fuck the halflings.
We'll be gone in the morning.
Okay. The toad kind of, is taken aback that you speak giant toad. And it communicates back to you, but I'm hungry.
Where you just ate all the food in the pot, so we don't have any more food. So you'll have to go.
The food in the pot was gone. He was just licking the
Oh,
pot.
well, we don't have any more food, so you'll have to go hunt something somewhere else.
It glances down at Grand Duke of Evendine,
No.
Sir Nigel Cuthbert III, and says, "But I'm hungry."
That is not food. That is Kevin's pet.
Like,
And,
friends, not food.
That's right. Friends, not food. You'll
Where's
have to
Kevin?
go find your own.
Did he already eat Kevin?
You better not have.
Sam, or not Sam, fuck. Ham.
Already started.
Ham sees you talking to him, and he takes a giant chunk of bread and chucks it at the toad, and the toad's tongue just swipes out and grabs the bread and takes it into its mouth. And, yeah.
Okay. Well, you got your food. So, on your way. Shoo.
Why don't you guys make perception rolls real quick?
19. Oh, wait. 23.
Okay. So, Ingvald, you, loving food as much as you do yourself and alcohol, you're like, we could just lead it away with a trail of food.
But then we'll just come back.
So
We'll just come back.
I offer the giant toad a large swig of my regular beer that I'm carrying with me.
I don't know that a toad could drink beer.
Toads have mouths. Why can't they drink?
Give it a shot. Okay, so it takes the entire bottle or the entire mug that you had, it wraps its sticky tongue to it, and just pulls the whole thing into its mouth and crunches down on it. And it's drunk.
It is intoxicated.
It is intoxicated.
Damn sure.
It's an intoxicated toad.
Awesome. While the toad is intoxicated, I also take a drink.
Okay.
And since we're both drunk, I actually have the ability tongues because we're both intoxicated, so I can communicate with the toad and it can listen to me. In that case,
Jesus Christ.
So fucking
by the
crazy
way,
Disney shit.
I got you. We are both intoxicated, so we can communicate with each other.
Some Alice in Wonderland shit.
I draw the toad to, or I ask the toad to come to the edge of the fire for another beer.
It takes a couple small bounces, clearly like very measured, because it's a version of Toad stumbling. It's still on all fours, but like
It lurches forward, nose in the dirt. I envisioned that going a lot better.
So I offer the toad another chug of regular beer.
It takes it.
All right, that's its second level of exhaustion. Which what again?
Speed is halved, I think.
Speed is halved. All right. I take another drink of beer but this is of my darkness brew, which is also a healing brew at the same time, but irrelevant. I don't know. I just sit with the toad. We drink.
Give him a six-pack.
Every about 5 minutes or so, I offer the toad a drink.
After 4 drinks, the toad doesn't drink anymore. And then after maybe 10 minutes of you sitting there with it, it's got 4 levels of exhaustion. After about 10 minutes of you sitting there with it, you hear a very large ribbit out from somewhere, a croak, I guess I should say, from a toad, out in the jungle. And the toad looks over to you and it's like, I'm gonna get some. And then, it takes a large leap away, but like it crashes into a giant bush and it drunkenly hops away to go get a toad tail. So
I thought only tadpoles had tails.
well, yes.
As the toad leaves, I turn drunkenly to the rest of the party. You're welcome, and I pass out where I'm standing. Because we've just drank, I've just drank half a keg of beer. And
I make sure he hasn't fallen in the fire, and then I just go back to sleep.
Okay, that's 100 XP each, but you guys, what did you do tonight? Well, I got a toad drunk. What even the fuck?
I was so waiting. If you said it, like, ooh, I can talk to drunken characters getting wasted.
What
Drunken
even?
toad talk. Like I said, Malphaedor just makes sure he doesn't fall in the fire as he passes out, and he shakes
There are
his
many
head.
legends about my character in this world. One of them is that I outdrank a toad.
Let the halflings and Grimly make the tails,
Okay.
and then sharply criticize Fagolips and Grinder.
Yeah, I will be bringing that up in the morning. Just wake up with a hangover. Where are those fucking assholes?
We have an issue.
Where are they? Because they didn't stop the toad.
He's as big as a house. How'd you not see it?
I'm still drunk, guys. This has gone so badly for me.
Probably getting some in the bush next to you. What the hell?
Great horny toads.
Okay, so the next day you guys wake up. You eat another day of rations, which you were given enough. You continue on your way. You do your normal stuff. Is your brew the same, I assume?
I do. It's been 24 hours, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, so I am going to have to brew another batch of the same brew.
Okay.
Because I am entirely out of darkberry.
Okay. All right, so that's the end of your darkberry. And
That's
so
unfortunate.
You guys are starting to come out. You're getting away from the super huge trees that you saw. Every once in a while, you'll see one that's like really, really big, but you're getting more into a stereotypical jungle, long vines, overgrown patches, opening, like open areas where there's no trees, but it's just so overgrown that there could be anything in the tall-ass grass coming after you. Random, sinkholes that are out there, so you guys are kind of slowing your pace for travel to make sure that you're not coming across anything. But as you're walking through one of these open areas with the really, really tall grass, Malphaedor accidentally kicks a piece of metal, and you look down and you see a helm that's on the ground with it's got almost like comically large horns that come off the top, but they come off the front of the helmet. So right towards where the forehead would be, you've got two horns that jut out and forward, and so it's heavily weighted in the back of the helm to offset the weight. When you bend down to pick it up, you could see that it's heavily weighted in the back, but you see a super cool looking helm down on the ground right in front of you.
That's cool. All right, I'll check it out and see if there's anything else other than just the helm in the area.
Nope, that's it. That's all you find in this wide open area.
Oh.
On the helm of Loki.
Essentially.
Fuck. That was my roll.
Nope. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is your roll.
Yeah, that was him.
You found the helm on my roll.
No.
That fucking
You
sucks.
retcon that?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter because I can't use a helm. So it's actually better you find it.
Yeah. Okay. No, yeah. So we won't retcon, but...
I'm essentially a monk. I can't use armor. I'm not allowed to.
Yeah.
So. That was like really good fuck up because if it would have given me the helm, it's completely useless to me. I would have sold it.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you're good. You gave it to the person who needs it.
Use it as an improvised weapon. Just bash people with it.
I'm essentially a monk who brews beer. I can't touch armor. The cloak was almost a problem for me when I put it on.
Anybody in the party able to identify?
Don't you guys have a
I do
wand
not.
or a scroll or something that did that?
I do not have any ability
I have
to.
I have a rod of detect magic right now, so I can use that on there, and I will do that for you. Oh wait, I don't need to roll for that. I just I use a rod of detect magic on his helmet.
It is magical, and
Ooh.
you
Dun,
identify
dun,
that it would require attunement to be able to.
All right. Do I understand the magics that are involved, like what it would do?
There is, you can find out the class of magic. Enchantment.
It's an enchantment. All right. I let Malphaedor know this information.
While he does that, I'll detect for any kind of good or evil, see if it sways one or the other.
You get confusing vibes from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's an object, so it's used by your own purpose. Unless it's a curse, and you're fucked. Also, while he is kind of looking, because he said he's looking for the rest of the armor, perhaps, am I able to search these fields for anything of interest?
Yeah, you guys all search the fields after you find it, after you find this magic item, but you don't find anything else.
Oh, I meant for herbs, but yes.
Oh, yeah, no, it's all just tall grass,
Kinda figured.
overgrown garbage.
I was hoping for lemongrass, to be honest.
Yeah, not in the jungle.
I figured it's kind
Gross, like, bladed glass. It, like, makes you itchy when you put your hands down on it, that sort of thing.
of itchy beer. Not a big thing that I could do. What's that? Awesome.
I'm going to hold on to it for a bit
Okay.
without actually trying to.
Attune to it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until I can get a more solid read on what it could possibly be.
Okay. Put Helm of H.
Okay.
That way I know what to go back to.
Right. The Loki Helm of H.
Loki Helm of H. All right. So you guys continue on. You make camp one more time for the night. Fagolips and Grinder decide not to go on watch at the same time after last night's shenanigans. Grinder goes ahead and he crashes for the night, and Phagolips is standing guard, as well as the Hippogriff, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of the night, you hear a cry out telepathically from your Hippogriff, screech into your head, that there's danger coming.
Okay. Rouse. Light on the shield.
Okay.
I am awakened by the
And I
shocking
call out to
light.
everyone, to arms!
Macy jumps up, and she's like scared. She was the one immediately next to you, to Malphaedor. She jumps up, scared. She's like, "What do I do? What do I do?"
Ready a bow.
So she runs and grabs
Keep
her
a
bow.
keen eye.
I jump up and prepare a dart in my left hand and chug, my right hand, and I chug a gallon of beer right off the bat.
Yep. So Ingvald wakes up and starts
use
slamming
my-
booze. Sounds about right. Hobbes.
Grab my bow and
Helping!
are there are trees around us, I assume?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Climb into the nearest tree.
Okay,
to-
so what's on the map right now is the actual layout. The gap near Malphaedor is where the party was camping. So you wake up and you see coming down from the tops of these trees, surrounding the entire camp, are the phase spiders that you had seen before. So the Fellowship of the Amulet engages 4 of the phase spiders on their side. You all were camping kind of on your own side. You were kind of huddled up on your own. So on this side, 2 phase spiders drop down from the trees. They are large creatures, so they take up 4 squares.
Now do Reginald and Macy go on my initiative?
Yep, they go on your initiative. Yep.
16.
Okay, so it goes Malphaedor, phase spiders, then Hobbes, then Ingvald.
So Malphaedor will approach the first phase spider. He comes in swinging longsword for a valiant strike to this phase spider.
So we'll call that phase spider 1.
Okay.
Timmy.
Seriously? For 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Macy, I guess, is going to use her bow,
Okay.
which she buries an arrow deep into the face spider. 2.
Okay. Those are the Malphaedor rules we've come to love and appreciate.
Yeah. Stop it! She's also going to take a little bit more cover toward the trunk of this tree. And Reginald will come in, gaining advantage since I'm flanking. He has 2 attacks. So the first beak attack is 8. And then the claw attack, 12.
Jesus.
He can't save you now.
All right. That's Malphaedor's turn. It is now Spider's turn.
Yep.
So Spider number 1 is going to attack your celestial steed.
Okay.
Reginald. I was going to say Archibald. Reginald.
Also a good name, but
11 damage, and you need a
Good
DC
God.
11 Constitution save.
Immediately down to 7 hit points.
yeah, I mean it's a horse.
Plus 1, so 13.
13. That makes it. So you take 8 points of poison damage.
Yep. Reginald is down. And disappears.
Oh yeah, it doesn't just fall over; it's gone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he disappears into a glowing
You
puddle.
lived gloriously, Reginald.
Like it's something bad.
Okay. Spider number 2 comes up to Malphaedor and attacks as well.
Oh fuck!
And 10 damage, and you need a DC 11 Constitution save.
7.
7. Okay. So you take 22 points of poison damage.
9 total. Damage.
We're all dying so quickly
Because
right now.
fuck the tank.
I mean, it's a DC 11 Constitution
I
save.
rolled a 4. Even though,
The horse made the DC 11 and still took damage.
and I've got a plus
I-
4 on my save.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, worst roll for a tank ever. Okay, that was the spiders' turns. You hear screaming from the halflings that are over trying to fight with their
Of course,
little
it's the
tiny,
fucking halflings.
their little tiny swords. They're like hacking at spider shit when you guys look over there, but you roll your eyes and go back to doing what you're doing. And it is now Hobbes' turn.
All right, I will shoot 2 arrows at spider number 2. First one's a
Got a
hit.
bonus action.
I have a bonus action too. Second one is also a hit
For spider number 2,
for spider number 2.
your first hit, it actually uses its bonus action and phases out.
Son of a bitch. Okay, can I aim my second one at
Yep,
number
you can
1
aim
then?
your second one at number 1.
Okay. Do you want me to roll a new attack?
No, what'd you roll?
Okay. 17 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. I have to use my bonus action before anything else, right? Or does it matter if I want to put Hunter's Mark on?
Yeah, you have to use it before. You have to call it out before. Yep.
So 6 damage.
To number 1.
Yes.
Okay. Ingvald.
If you put your mug down, I will knock it off whatever table.
We're in the woods.
I will find a table, put your mug on it, and then push it off.
I'm going to attack number 1 with my first dart, and I'm going to use my extra D6. So.
It phases out
What?
as its bonus action. Poof.
Cool.
Disappears.
All right.
All right. It is now Malphaedor's turn with his plethora of people, and both of your spiders are gone.
All right, I'm going to walk back toward the tree trunk, back to the tree trunk, and lay on hands. And Macy is just going to be ready for an attack.
Okay. What's her ready action for? What triggers it? Something being
Just-
within range?
The spider appears,
Okay.
so knocked and ready.
Okay. Okay, so spider number 1 appears right next to Ingvald. It attacks you. It hits you for 11 damage, and you can't be poisoned. So,
So 11 damage straight up.
yep.
Awesome. That takes away my 10 temporary hit points that I had from the shrine previously.
Yep. Then the other spider appears next to Ingvald as well. So it hits you for 14 damage, and again, no poison.
All right.
And that's their turns.
All right.
Cool.
I would like to cast Hunter's Mark on spider number 1 as my bonus action. And then I will shoot it twice. 12 damage on the first one. And 17 on the second one.
It dies.
Second arrow goes right through its head. Just falls into a heap, legs twitching.
Like round over on its back, like
Yeah.
spiders do when they
Rolled over.
twitching. All right, and it is now Ingvald's turn.
Awesome. I swing my cold mace at spider number 2, which is right next to me. 9 damage total.
Okay.
Oh, wait, sorry. 11 damage for cold. I swing again with my cold mace. 13 for more frost damage, or cold damage.
All right, now it is over to Malphaedor.
Okay. Come in from behind. So the sword swings in for 13 points of damage. And then as a bonus action, I will come in with a shield, crushing the skull of the spider into the nearby ground until it pops and oozes.
And that it does. Pops and oozes. Okay, so the 2 spiders that were on this side that attacked you guys are dead. You kind of regain your composure. Everybody's catching their breath after being awoken by phase spiders. And you look over and you find that the Fellowship of the Amulet has also beaten off the phase spiders that were attacking.
I'm sure Grinder beat off someone. Good.
Where is Fakolitz anyway?
Unfortunately, it was not without casualty. It turns out Cherry and Flippin', who you guys just recently met, were snatched up by a couple of spiders. Their side was attacked by more spiders than yours, so Cherry and Flippin' were carried away by some of the phase spiders, and so all that is left are the rest of the Fellowship of the Amulet. And Grinder goes to chase after them, but because they're phase spiders, they phase into another realm and run away, and then he can't really track them.
Forever.
They're gone forever. So you have 2 casualties, and you all got 700 XP.
We don't have 2 casualties.
Yes.
They have 2 casualties.
This concludes this episode of A Fool's Quest. Join us next time for more fun and daring adventure. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, and comment on your favorite platform to listen to A Fool's Quest.